Hey fam. Oh, there's so much bird song going on. It's just so beautiful. I wanted to share a little bit of magic with y'all that happened yesterday. As I'm recording this, it's Wednesday. January 21st, I think. Just so much happened yesterday morning before all the magic happened. But then again, all of it was magic. And my hope is that if you're listening to this, that this helps you to believe in the magic and to trust in a power greater than us, in source, in the universe, and whatever it is. Because I had some absolute magic happen to me last night and it brought me to tears. In the best way. I got up yesterday morning later than normal because I had a kind of funky night sleeping, and I woke up way later than I normally do. And I got up and I was like, I need to go to the beach. And it was this like fire lit under me. I am a slow morning girly, y'all. I don't like to be rushed. So if I am rushed, there's usually a reason. And so I brushed my teeth, got dressed, packed up my stuff, and headed out the door. And I went down to the beach, and it was such a beautiful day. Oh my God. Oh, it was such a beautiful day. Like almost just a tiny little bit of breeze, nothing crazy. The sun was so warm. Kind of felt like my cheeks were burning a little bit, even though I don't really get sunburned all that often. But what's crazy is I got up from my spot to go get some food, and I packed up all my stuff, and when I got back to the beach with my dinner, I picked a different spot to sit in because I was kind of lining up with where the sun was. And I didn't know. I gotta stop saying I didn't know. I knew because I had slowed down so much. I was listening to my internal navigation system, right? My intuition, my heart and soul, which never lies, by the way. And the sun was setting, and there was this really dense cloud front that was moving in. And I was like, man, I don't know if we're gonna get sunset tonight. Like, there's a lot of clouds when there wasn't earlier today. And I rolled up my pants and I walked down to the water, and the sun had just started going down towards the horizon, like it was almost on the horizon. And these beautiful colors just started coming out from behind the clouds. And I was like, holy shit, this is gonna be a magical fucking sunset. Like, sunsets are my favorite, y'all. Like, I love a good sunrise, but man, a sunset at the end of the day to close it out and just to like culminate all the beauty of that day. Like, I love a rad, like I just love sunset, but like a rad sunset with some little cloudage, like shit's real. And so I went and I stood in the water and I was having a conversation with Mama Osh because I have this big move that's happening, and I just really wanted to sit in the feeling of it all and to manifest in a way, even though I don't really manifest anymore. But you just get to a place where you just like allow. But I was just having a good old conversation with Mama Osh about like what I desire and the fact that I was truly ready. And the waves started rolling in, and the waves got a little bit too high at one point. So I started walking backwards, but at one point I stopped. I was gonna head back to my blanket, and I stopped, and I was a little bit further out than I was. And I turned around and I stared at sunset again, and I was like, I'm not ready to leave yet. Like, something in me is holding me here in a way. Like, I don't feel like I want to go watch the sunset from my blanket. I feel like I want to watch it from right here in the water, and the reflection on the ground of the sunset with the water was just, oh my God, y'all. Go check out my Instagram if you feel called. That's where this story is really truly leading to anyway, but yeah, I just stood there and I was just so at peace and in deep reflection and just in the true beauty of nature that surrounds us. Like, this beautiful fucking planet, we are blessed with these things every single day, and they seemingly go unnoticed because a lot of us are so busy moving around and doing 10,000 things, and it's like there's something so present about being at sunset. And I just felt like I was just having a moment. And when I was ready, I turned around because there was another wave coming in, and it like got my like the bottom of my pants wet, and I just started cackling. I was like, and she's gonna get you one way or the other. Like, Mama Osha's strong, you know? And I turned around and there was a man standing at the edge of the water behind me. And I'm cackling at myself, and I turn and I look at him and I'm like, better be careful or she'll get you. He made a joke about needing to take his shoes off. And anyways, I walked out of the water and he said, hey, I got this really cool picture of you. And he turned his phone, and there was one of the most beautiful pictures I've ever seen of me taken from another. And it was a reflection picture of me standing looking off into the ocean and sunset. Like, it makes me emotional just thinking about it again, because it's like I'm right back there in that moment. And my jaw dropped because it was one of the most beautiful pictures I've ever seen. And he was like, I'm happy to send it to you if you want. And like, I know I'm not a creep, and I'm like, no, it's totally fine. Like, I know and trust, like, one in my body, like, I can feel what people's energy is, and this guy's energy was just so pure, and he had only good intentions. And so, you know, we were able to airdrop right there on the beach. Like, how fucking cool is technology that we're just airdropping photos while we're just like standing in front of sunset on the beach? Like, what the fuck? And, you know, I said thank you so much, and we parted ways. And I walked away and I was like, wow, what a fucking magical ass moment. Like, I had been asking, show me how good it can get, show me the magic, and that just appears. But wait, there's more. It doesn't just end there. I end up leaving to go home, and I get home and I'm looking at this picture again. I'm like, man, this is wild. Like, first of all, reflection pictures of myself, but just in general, is like my absolute love of all. Like, top, can't even tell you, out of however many things I love in this world, like, reflection photos are top of my list. They're my favorite to take. They're my favorite to look at. Like, I'm obsessed with them. And I thought, how fucking cool is it that I was in this moment? I'm like in between books, chapters, whatever you want to call it. And this random stranger gets a reflection picture of me at sunset at one of my most like favorite spots, favorite moments of the day. It was just like a culmination of all of me in one photo. I don't think that's ever happened to me before. If it has, it's been a long time. And so I was reflecting on all of this, and I felt called to put it up on my Instagram. And I was gonna post it on my story, and I'm like, no, I'm gonna like dedicate a whole post to this, because this story needs to be shared, because I don't need to force anyone to do anything, but I know through my experiences that helps others in some sort of way. Whether it's believe in magic, or that humanity is going to be okay, or that real sunsets do exist and it is okay to slow down to watch them, whatever the case is. And so I went on to write this short little synopsis of what happened, and I tagged Oceanside, and I sent it off. And I said, what a fucking time to be alive. Like, it's magical moments like this that make me truly believe that humanity is gonna be just fine. Because this magic can happen at any time of any day. There's so much magic in every day that a lot of us miss because we don't slow down enough to see it. And who knew that it took just like two strangers stopping and being in the moment for that moment to happen? Like, if that doesn't show you how much running around we do and how much things we miss because we don't slow down enough, I don't know what will. But the kicker to this whole story is I tagged Oceanside. I wasn't gonna tag Oceanside, but I did. And I didn't know, like, I had seen the guy's name on his phone, but like we didn't exchange socials or anything like that. And I go back on my Instagram to check some messages like a half hour later, and this guy found me because he went on to look at the Oceanside, like just at Oceanside, for another picture that he had taken last night, and he saw my picture on there, and he was like, wow, I'm that guy. And I was like, holy shit. Like, how fucking cool is it that like we were not connected, but we were seemingly still connected? What is that, like the red string theory, if you will? But like, how fucking cool is that? And he was like, me posting that made his day, and like he also made my day, and it was just like a full circle fucking moment. And I was just like, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. More, please. More of this beauty, more of these reflection pictures, more sunsets, more magical random strangers, more slowing down, more peace. And yeah, just more magic like this. God, it still just brings a smile to my face. I'm like, holy shit, that happened? We were both right place, right time. And me listening to my intuition is how it came full circle. And same with him. How fucking cool. Anyways. Ooh. That was a fun little burp confirmation. Anyways, I hope that if this found you, that it helps you to believe in magic again if maybe you lost your spark for a little bit. Because truly, it's always there. We just have to slow down enough to see it. And we also have to really, truly believe in it. Boy, do I believe in it. Anyways, from my magical heart to yours, I hope you have a great day whenever this finds you. And I hope that some magic finds you today along your path, wherever it is. In fact, I know it will. It always does. You just have to be open to receive. All right, fam. I love you so much. I'll see you on the next one.